Hey guys, this is Carl from Lingo, and we have with us here the OPPO R17 Pro, which we'll be reviewing in this video, and hopefully by the end of it, you'll be able to know if this phone is suited for you. So let's get started. Now, when we talk about phones, I'm pretty sure one of the key aspects is, of course, its design, and the OPPO R17 Pro does not disappoint. We actually have the Radiant Mist edition with us here. You can also choose from the other version, which is emerald green, but the Radiant Mist one, I think, is actually quite beautiful. It actually fades from pink to blue, and if that's your thing, it actually looks really beautiful in the sense that every time you turn or tilt the phone differently, it looks a little bit different. So you always have this ever-changing design from depends from where you're looking at. In my opinion, I think that only companies like OPPO are daring enough to place these kind of colors and this kind of designs on their smartphones, different from Apple or even Google and Samsung, which usually have at most the iPhone Red edition. You either have black, white or red. So this is definitely something unique and different on an OPPO phone. So the next feature we thought was pretty interesting is that fingerprint scanners, usually you have dedicated sensors at the bottom of the phone, or sometimes they are integrated with the lock button or located at the back of the device, but OPPO's fingerprint scanner is actually located underneath the same screen that you're interacting with. So you heard that right, yes, it is actually built underneath the screen. So when you place your finger over this dedicated area, there will be this green light that actually lights up and actually scans your fingerprints. You just unlock just like that. So I know, just with every new technology, it may not perform as fast as, let's say, a dedicated fingerprint scanner, but in our past few days of usage, I'm pretty sure that most of the time, or at least every single time, I'm able to unlock the phone less than a second. I'm pretty sure less than a second. You would probably get used to finding the right area. I think the first few times you're not really sure exactly where the scanner is, but over time I got used to it. So it even lights up when the screen is off, so you actually have like a sense of where to actually place your finger. And I must say, this still works when the screen is off, so you do not have to turn on the screen to unlock your phone. So that's something really cool about the OPPO R17 Pro. And of course, I'd like to mention one more thing. So let's say if you actually place a screen protector over the phone, would the fingerprint scanner still work? Now, the OPPO R17 Pro comes with a really thin screen protector right out of the box. And I did not remove the screen protector, and the fingerprint scanner still works as normal. Now, looking at the front of the display, you'll notice this really tiny and sleek notch on the top that is shaped just like a water droplet. And in this small little dedicated area, you still have your front-facing camera, your light sensor, as well as proximity sensor, useful when you're making phone calls so that you do not want to accidentally tap on the screen. So it works just like any other phone, even though the notch is so small. And OPPO says that this is actually the same technology that has been implemented on their flagship line, the OPPO Find X, and they call it the TP plus infrared sensor. So not to worry, all this means is that even though it's a small notch, you still have all your usual sensors all squeezed in that small little tiny area. Now, looking at the bottom of the device, you have your USB Type-C port as well as a single firing speaker. Now, I've mentioned this before. I'm pretty sure there's still an area of improvement for speaker qualities on smartphones like these. But on the OPPO R17 Pro, it's still loud, but in terms of sound quality, it's still pretty average. And on the right side, you have a dual SIM tray for 2 different SIM cards, but unfortunately, no support for expandable memory storage. So you will be stuck with the 128 gigabytes that this phone actually comes with. Now, we find that the camera performance on the R17 Pro is pretty good. Now, especially in daytime shots, we feel that the OPPO R17 Pro really does well in terms of sharpness. Sometimes maybe a little too sharp for my liking. If you actually hit into portrait, the portrait mode of the camera, you actually have this feature called canvas light. And if you were actually to take a photo of someone, the camera on this device will actually automatically crop them out and place them in front of a white background. Kind of looks just like a passport photo, but with that mode you can actually start to choose different colors or this special effect, and I thought this was pretty cool. I've never seen it on any other device as well. Now, the camera also comes with an ultra night mode. Have a look at these test shots as well. Now, in conclusion, the R17 Pro is indeed a beautiful and decent smartphone to get. In terms of price, I would say that it's slightly above average. You can get the R17 at $699 without contract, and the R17 Pro at 999 Singapore dollars from Lazada as well as your various telecoms. With that, we hope you've enjoyed our full review of the OPPO R17 Pro. Feel free to leave your questions or suggestions in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't for the latest tech reviews and recommendations right here in Singapore. This is Kyle signing off.